everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my top 20 favorite female country singers. I did my top 20 favorite male country singers the other day, and Big D has also done his top 20 male and female country singers. I'll leave a link to his video for top 20 female singers in the description box and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Starting out at number 20 is Lorrie Morgan. She's the one that was married to Keith Whitley for a long time, and she has a lot of good songs, like What Part of No Don't You Understand, Who's Cheating Who, and I loved her version of A Picture of Me Without You, which is a cover of the George Jones song and everything. I thought she did a really good job on that, especially seeing that most people can't really, there's a lot of people can't really do George Jones songs very good, except for George Jones to me. But I thought she did a good job on that song too, and there's a lot of other ones that she does that I loved, everything, but those are the main ones I can think of off the top of my head and everything. But she's a really good singer, and I've actually got to see her in concert. She was one of the first concerts I remember going to and everything, and it was really cool. It was at a 4th of July festival here in Oklahoma City, and it was a free concert at the park. It was pretty cool and everything. So Lorrie Morgan is number 20, and number 19 is Gretchen Wilson. She's most known for the song Redneck Woman and Here for the Party. I think were her biggest hits, and she also had a song called California Girls that I think was a decent doing song. It wasn't like a big hit, but I like a lot of her other stuff too. There's a song that she did with Merle Haggard called Politically Incorrect. I love that song, and there's a lot of other songs that she did that I liked, and I like some of her videos on YouTube where she just sings different songs and stuff, and they're not like ones that are on albums and stuff, but I think the reason she isn't as popular as she used to be is because she sounds more country now than when she first started out, and I think she's even better now than she was back then, even though a lot of the songs that are on there haven't like become big hits or anything, but I still really like her a lot and everything. So Gretchen Wilson is number 19, and number 18 is Beverly Mitchell. She's actually only had one album. She's more known for being on the TV series Seventh Heaven, but I love her songs on her one album and everything. I really wish she would make another album, but my favorite song of hers, of course, is Angel, which she sang on the show, and everything. I love that song. It's probably one of my most favorite songs. It's easily my favorite song of hers, and one of my most favorite songs just in general. I also love Heaven on Earth Down Here, and Good Girls, and What Am I Doing Here. I love all of those songs too. I like most of the songs on that album. Everything. I wish she would make more, though. If she had more albums, she probably would be a lot higher on here. But yeah, so Beverly Mitchell is number 18, and number 17 is Ashley Weinland. She's the newest one on this list. She is still just starting out. She's been around for a few years, but she hasn't really. She's still starting out and everything, but I love a lot of her songs. My favorite one of hers is No Prince Charming, but I also love Red, White, and Blue and Family Business. I love all of those songs quite a bit, and I like watching her Facebook Live stuff that she does. She like does Facebook Live where she performs popular songs and stuff, and some of her own songs too, on Fridays and everything. I love watching that. I think she's a really really good singer and everything, and she has a lot of potential. I really hope that she'll end up making it really big and everything. She is really good and everything. She's just one that I had discovered through a link on Facebook, and I just really like her a lot. And I think she has a lot of potential to be a really, really good country singer and everything. So she's number 17, and number 16 is Terri Clark. She's one that was really big when I was a kid and everything. There's quite a few songs of hers that I like When Boy Meets Girl, Girls Lie Too, Poor Pitiful Me, and Better Things to Do. I love all of those songs quite a bit. I know she's done other ones that I just don't know the names of, or can't think of them right off the bat. But yeah, she's one that I really like quite a bit and everything. She's a pretty good singer, and so she's number 16. And number 15 is Faith Hill. And she's kind of more country pop than regular country, but I did grow up with a lot of her music too. My favorite song of hers is probably I Can Feel You Breathe or This Kiss, which are two of her biggest songs. And I love the songs that she did with Tim McGraw, like Angry All the Time and It's Your Love and everything. Tim McGraw's her husband. But my most favorite song of hers is actually probably Where Are You Christmas, from the soundtrack to Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey. I just absolutely love that song. I listen to it multiple times a year during the holiday season and everything. So, but yeah, so Faith Hill is number 15, and number 14 is Kellie Pickler. If I remember right, she started off on American Idol and everything. I really do like her a lot. I didn't realize how much I liked her until a few years ago, and I really haven't listened to a lot of her stuff because I don't have any of her albums right now. I need to get some of them, but my favorite song of hers is called My Angel, that she wrote about her grandmother who raised her and everything. I love that song, and also love Red High Heels, Best Days of Your Life, and I Wonder. Those are all really good songs, and I know she's had some newer songs out recently that I haven't had a chance to listen to, but I plan on trying to listen to them before too long, because I really do like Kellie Pickler a lot too. I will say though, she's not the sharpest tool in the shed. I mean, she was on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, and there's a reason why they say blondes are dumb and everything. If you watch that, you'll understand why. She's like really, really not very bright on that show, but she just has a really likable personality, though. I think she seems like a really sweet person and everything, or at least she did back then. I haven't really seen her much in recent years, but I really do like Kellie Pickler, though. She's number 14, and number 13 is Shania Twain. Now, like Faith Hill, she's more kind of country pop, but she was really a big part of my childhood and everything, and one of the first celebrities that I had a really big crush on and everything. I had a crush on Faith Hill too, but out of the two, I like Shania Twain a lot better and everything, both music-wise and crush-wise. But I love a lot of her songs. I don't even know which one's my favorite. Probably Forever and For Always, which is a song that that song was kind of the one that I really started noticing her in, because I mean, she looked really, really good in that music video and everything. I remember as a kid, I used to love watching that music video just because of how beautiful she was in it. But I also love Man, I Feel Like a Woman, which is not, I probably have lost my man card for saying that, but I just absolutely do love that song. I also love Whose Bed Have Your Boots Been Under? Party for Two, I think, is the name of the one that she did with Billy Currington. From This Moment On, and You're Still the One. I love all of those songs a lot. They're all really great. The only song of hers that I don't like is Any Man of Mine, and everything. I just don't really like I just don't really like the song for certain reasons, and like what it's about and everything. I don't really like that, but I also don't like it because my mom loved that song and she used to blast it so much. I got really, really tired of it and everything. I think I could have at least somewhat enjoyed it more if it weren't for that. I think I could have at least tolerated it, but it got really old because of how much my mom loved that song. No offense to her, but that song was just really got on my nerves after a while. But besides that, I like most of her old stuff. I haven't really listened to her new stuff. I tried to listen to a little bit of her new stuff and I didn't like it because she's gone more she's like mostly pop now and everything, and she just doesn't sound right. I think she even used auto-tune, which she obviously didn't even need to do because she has a really good voice and everything. So unless her voice like changed in the years since she had taken a break. But I do respect her for taking a break to take care of her I think it was her sister's kids, that her sister had died and she left her career to take care of her kids. And I think that is a really awesome thing to do, though. So even though I don't really like the way her music sounds nowadays, I do still have a lot of respect for her for what she did and everything. So Shania Twain is number 13, and number 12 is Martina McBride. She's another one that I really like a lot. There's not very many songs of hers that I don't like. My favorite one, of course, is Concrete Angel, although that song is really, really sad. I love the song I'm Gonna Love You Through It, which is a really good song about women dealing with breast cancer and their husbands being really supportive and stuff. I just love that song, too. God's Will is a really good song. This one's For the Girls. I really like that one. When God-Fearing Women Get the Blues, which is probably the first song that I really remember of hers. Now, I don't know why that one, some reason that song cracks me up when I listen to it. I don't know what it is, but for some reason it cracks me up. Maybe it's because it makes me think of this one lady that my mom used to be friends with when I was a kid. I think it kind of reminds me of her for some reason. And I don't know why it cracks me up, though, because there's not really any reason it should, but it just does for some reason. And I also liked Independence Day. I think that's one of her best songs. And her and Alan Jackson had done a version of Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man together, and they're the only ones that I've heard do the song besides Conway and Loretta that actually did do really good on the song to me. I think they were really good at it. I really do like her a lot and everything. So Martina McBride is number 12, and number 11 is Trisha Yearwood. She's Garth Brooks' wife, of course. My favorite song of hers is She's in Love with a Boy. That song is just really, really catchy and everything. It's probably her most popular song. And I liked her version of How Do I Live. I think that song was really good. I don't think I liked it quite as much as LeAnn Rimes, but it was still a really good version. Personally, I think that her version probably is still really good, though. I really do like it. It's just I like LeAnn Rimes' version a little bit more. I love the song In Another's Eyes, which she sang with Garth Brooks and everything. I think that and there's a lot of other ones that I just can't think of the names of right off the top of my head and everything, but she is a really good singer and everything. So Trisha Yearwood is number 11, and number 10 is Carrie Underwood. I'm sorry, Big D, I know you don't like her and everything. I can understand that, but she's one that I really do like a lot. She's a fellow Okie, and I just love a lot of her songs, like Jesus Take the Wheel and Don't Forget to Remember Me. Blown Away, I love that song. The one she did with Brad Paisley that I mentioned on the other list, Remind Me. Good Girl, and there's a lot of other ones that she did that I like, though. But there, she has a really, really good voice and everything. I've heard that she's not a very nice person, though. I've heard that she's like really, really rude and everything, which I've heard more than one person say it, so I believe it. I don't think I'd want to meet her, but I do like listening to her music some and everything. So she's number 10, and number 9 is another fellow Okie, Reba McEntire. She has a lot of really good songs. I think my favorite one of hers is the song with Brooks and Dunn, If You See Him or If You See Her. I love that song a lot. Also like Fancy, The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia, Whoever's in New England, Somebody, which is probably the first song that I really remembered of hers, or that I remember hearing of hers. It probably wasn't the very first song I heard, but it's the one that really kind of made me realize that she was even a singer, because I had watched her show and stuff as a kid, but I didn't realize she was a country singer until I started getting into music and everything. I loved that song Somebody that she did, and I love the theme song for her show too. But I think she's a really, really good singer and everything. So Reba McEntire is number 9, and number 8 is Crystal Gayle. My favorite song of hers is probably the song she's most known for, Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue. I love that song. And then Talking in Your Sleep is a great song. It's Like We Never Said Goodbye. I love that one. And there's a lot of other ones that I really like a lot. I actually got to see her in concert a long time ago and everything. And after the concert, we actually even got to meet her and everything. She's just a really, really nice person. I used to have a picture of me with her. I don't know where that picture is or if I even still have it, but it was really awesome getting to meet her. She was a very, very nice lady and everything, and the only rules on that when we got to meet her was that we weren't allowed to touch her hair, because her hair almost went down to the floor and everything, which didn't bother me because I don't like touching hair anyway. It's just kind of one of those things that grosses me out, touching other people's hair. But yeah, Crystal Gayle is a really, really good singer and everything, and so she's number 8. And number 7 is, this one's a little bit of a cheat, but I'm going with the Judds. They were a duo, mother-daughter duo, of course, Wynonna and Naomi Judd, and Ashley Judd's actually Wynonna's sister and everything, but I love a lot of their music and everything. I couldn't just leave them off of this list. My favorite song of them is Grandpa Tell Me About the Good Old Days. I just absolutely love that song, but I also love Rockin' with the Rhythm in the Rain, Love Will Build a Bridge, Mama He's Crazy, and there's a lot of other ones that I really like a lot. They were ones that I used to listen to a lot when my mom and I were going in the car or something, and she had their greatest hits. We used to listen to it all the time and everything. I really love them a lot and everything. Wynonna's okay by herself, but I prefer it when it's her and Naomi and the Judds. So the Judds are number 7, and number 6 is Rosanne Cash, who's the daughter of Johnny Cash. She has a lot of good songs too. My favorite one is 7 Year Ache, which is probably her biggest song outside of her version of Tennessee Flat Top Box, which Johnny Cash also had sang before. And I also love the song I Don't Know Why You Don't Want Me, and her version of I Still Miss Someone. They were all really good versions and everything, and all of her songs are really good and everything. So Rosanne Cash is number 6, and number 5 is Tanya Tucker. she's known for being one of the few female outlaw country singers and everything. I absolutely love Tanya Tucker. She's just such a great singer. She has so many really great songs like Delta Dawn, Two Sparrows and a Hurricane, which is probably my favorite song of hers. San Antonio Stroll, which is another one of my favorites, and there's just a bunch. She's just a really, really good singer. She even did a version of The Thunder Rolls, and I thought she did okay on that too. But she's a really good singer and everything. So she's number 5, and number 4 is LeAnn Rimes. I just absolutely love her. She was one that I had a huge, huge crush on as a kid and everything. Of course, her being just a little bit older than me and stuff, I always thought it was really cool. I think she's like 10 years older than me. And I always thought it was cool when I was a kid that there was someone that was not that much older than me as a singer and everything. But I love a lot of her most of her songs. My favorite one is How Do I Live, which, like I said, I like Trisha Yearwood's better, but I like LeAnn Rimes way more on that song. Also love her other songs, I Need You, Can't Fight the Moonlight, which was in the movie Coyote Ugly, and Probably Wouldn't Be This Way, which is a really sad song. And I love her Christmas music too. She's done some Christmas albums. I love those and everything. I've got almost all of her albums. She's like one of the ones that I really, really like a lot. She also has done a couple of CDs where she just does cover songs of popular country songs, like she did Crazy and Your Cheating Heart. I thought she was did really good on both of those. And then she's done The Cattle Call, which Eddie Arnold sang it with her, which I thought was really cool. And of course her first big hit, Blue, which wasn't a cover song, but I mean, it was her first big song. I love that song too. And One Way Ticket, I love that song too. It's one of my most favorites. Everything. I just love LeAnn Rimes. There's not really any songs that she does that I don't like and everything. And so she's number 4, and number 3 is Dolly Parton. For a long time, she was my favorite country singer and everything, and then I kind of started listening to the next 2 on this list and everything, and it's made me move her down to number 3. But I absolutely do love Dolly Parton. She has a lot of great songs, like Here You Come Again, Islands in the Stream with Kenny Rogers, which is one of my favorite songs of both of them, because I'm not a huge Kenny Rogers fan, but I do love that song. She also sang that one song that I really, really I'll Always Love You, of course, which is one of my favorite songs, and her version is the only version that I really like listening to. What else? 9 to 5, I love that song. Although that one kind of sounds more popish, but I just still love it. And there was a song that she sang with Porter Wagner that I can't remember the name of. I've been trying to find the song, but I can't remember the name of it. But it's about this little girl that is scared of the dark, and I want to find that song so bad, but I can't remember the name of it. But like I said, she's a great singer. My favorite song of hers, though, is Coat of Many Colors. I just absolutely love that song. It's such a beautiful song and everything. So Dolly Parton is number 3, and number 2 is Patsy Cline. I just absolutely love Patsy Cline. My favorite song of her is easily Crazy. That was one of the first songs I remember hearing on the radio, and I just really fell in love with that song. But I also love I Fall to Pieces. She's Got You. Walking After Midnight, and so many other ones. So she's just one of my favorite country singers of all time, and everything. I actually even like the biopic movie that's about her, where Jessica Lange plays her. She does a pretty good job. Now, I know that it's not fully an accurate movie, but I do still really like that movie quite a bit and everything. I just absolutely love Patsy Cline. I think if she would have lived longer and everything, she could be number 1 on this list and everything. So, Patsy Cline is number 2, and number 1 is Loretta Lynn. I just absolutely love Loretta Lynn. She's just such a wonderful singer. She's easily my favorite female country singer of all time and everything. And if I were to put these 2 lists together, she would be pretty high up on that list too. I love most of her music. My favorite song of hers is probably "You're Not Woman Enough to Take My Man." I know, once again, I've probably lost my man card, but I just absolutely love that song. I also love Coal Miner's Daughter, which is one of her most popular songs, and Wouldn't That Be Great? Don't Come Home Drinking, or Don't Come Home Drinking with Lovin' on Your Mind. I love that song. There's one that she did that's on one of her newer CDs. I don't know if it's a newer song. I think it is. It's called "I'm Dying for Somebody to Live For." I love that song too. There's just a lot of other ones. The Pill, and the song she did with Conway Twitty, "After the Fire Is Gone," "Louisiana Woman," "Mississippi Man," of course, and "You're the Reason Our Kids Are Ugly," which, like I said in my other video, that's one of my favorite songs that they did together. I just love that song and everything. But so anyway, Loretta Lynn is number 1. Let me know in the comments what you think of this list and who your top 20 or however many you want to name, who are some of your favorite female country singers. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.
This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
That's enough, guys.
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end.
How do I turn you off?
Oh, I forgot to do honorable mentions. I'd like to mention Connie Smith and Kitty Wells. I'm still kind of getting starting to listen to them. I haven't really listened to a lot of their stuff yet, so that's the reason they weren't on the list. They probably would have been pretty high up on there if I had heard a lot more of their stuff and everything. They're still kind of new to me and everything, so I just wanted to give them a honorable mention and everything, because I do love the stuff I've heard from them so far. But anyway, have a good day, everybody.